Length retention is really all about keeping your hair as moisturized as possible. Low manipulation, not being too rough with your hair. You kind of got to baby it, take your time, and just really just caring for it, like you actually care for it. Welcome back, friends, or if you're new here, just welcome. It is Lauren the Soap Witch, and it is time for another pre-poo. So in this one, I am going back to my OG hot oil treatment. And before I get into anything, girl, we're not starting this early in the video. I'm just showing you what I'm starting out with, which is actually a 7-day-old flat twist out. Yes, I have a short on it that I haven't put out yet, but I will put out probably in the next day or two to just show all the phases of day 1 through 7, because I couldn't believe it lasted past day 2. Anywho, so right now we're gonna focus on this pre-poo though, and I'm gonna fight with my water bottle as usual, and eventually I'm gonna squeeze that stupid trigger enough times where water is gonna come out of there, okay? And then once I finally do have some success there, I'm gonna apply the water to my hair, okay? So I just want to moisten the hair, which was still surprisingly soft. The whole reason for all these surprises for me was because I only use a mousse, okay? Whispering Waves to be specific. My hair mousse that I make. And I don't know. Maybe it's just because I use so much more. Maybe I haven't been using it right to begin with. I've got off track, so sorry. But I thought my hair would be much drier, tanglier, and harder to manage because I did not refresh this week, and that was because the twist out still look good. Still off track, so sorry. This is about a hot oil treatment, so we putting that hair up now that we done split it in half. And once I'm done struggling that up, I'm gonna take the other side and split it in half, and I'm gonna moisten it up first. And I just like to do a little moistening up before I split my hair into sections, because I don't want to be tearing and ripping and breaking at dry hair. A little dampness, a little moisture just helps clear that right up, and I can split my hair easier, section it easier. And I like to do my pre-poos in 4 sections, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Here we go. All right, so now I've got this hair all sectioned off where I need it, and I'm gonna take my water and just moisten my hair. When I do a hot oil treatment, it is an overnight thing, so I don't spray near as much water in my hair before applying the oil as I do when I'm doing a pre-poo with the aloe vera. Sacrilege. Okay, or the any of the conditioners. So just moistening, preparing my hair. Let me stick to one thing at a time. So sorry, ADHD. Yeah. So just a little bit of moisture, because I feel like everything absorbs better into my hair when it's at least damp instead of just dry. Because I have tried this on dry hair. Okay, so that's the oil. And the reason it don't have a label is because I've been testing out this recent fragrance. I've discussed it before. It's Rose Maple Zest. It is eventually going to come to the site because I love it. Okay. So I'm just dumping too much oil again on my scalp. Y'all, I just can't control myself. And so I'm just going to take my fingertips and massage that in. And I'm going to then take that oil and drag it down my hair strands. Okay. I do not do any detangling when I pre-poo with a hot oil treatment, because it just don't got to slip. So I run my hands across my hair, bringing the oil through the strands. I will do a little light raking with my fingers, but I'm not really doing any real detangling, and that's because I am not trying to cause breakage. I'm always taking care and making sure that my ends are addressed during this time, because this is actually the whole reason that I started doing this process to begin with, because my ends were so dry. So I added a little bit more oil to my hands. If we talking money types, it may have been, I don't know, $50. More than a quarter. And then I just apply that to the rest of the hair that did not get coated from the first application. Again, taking care to make sure that I get it applied to my ends, Get those nicely coated. Your ends are the oldest part of your hair and tend to be the driest, most brittle, more prone to breakage. So we just try to keep them as moisturized as possible for length retention. Length retention is really all about keeping your hair as moisturized as possible. Low manipulation, not being too rough with your hair. You kind of got to baby it, take your time, and just really just caring for it, like you actually care for it. There's really no big secrets. And some of these things just look different for different people, and you got to figure out which things work for your hair. So twisting that up into a Bantu knot, because that's just my favorite way to get the hair out of the way. Once I've applied my products, you could just do a 2-strand twist, whatever you feel like. Do you? Next, I just took a little oil and I'm rubbing it on my hairline, the reappearing, disappearing, reappearing hairline that I be complaining about. I just feel like it does help it. It's less dry and crusty and weird looking, and it tends to disappear less than what I'm trying to say. Okay. So next we're moving on to this back section over here. And I'm going to do the same steps. Going to moisten the hair. Just get it kind of damp. Your hair loves moisture. All of our hair. Hydration and moisture. It's the key, I'm telling you. It's the biggest difference maker. And my hair growth and retention. And if you have hard water, you can get a kit and go to Lowe's and check to see if you have hard water. If you have water, girl, y'all heard me. You heard that? Okay, I'm sorry. But you want to know, it's very important, because that could be the problem with your hair. It could be that you have hard water, dumping that oil right on the scalp, and I'm going to massage that in with my fingertips just like I did with the first section. But anyway, hard water deposits all the minerals and such that is in the water onto your hair, and then it makes it really difficult for moisture and hydration to really penetrate, and it's really detrimental, I feel like, to low porosity hair people, because my youngest son is one of those, and his hair was breaking off. And so we have shower filters on every shower head, and it's also an indicator, like if you see like kind of white crust on your faucet heads, and if you notice like a grime or film on your dishes when they come out of the dishwasher, all indicators. But really, you could just get there's get your mouth together. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, there's test kits that you can get from Lowe's, Home Depot, and all that, so you can actually test it. Shower filter has been a game changer, and then the water in my water bottle that I use, my son does the same, comes from the shower, the filtered shower water, just to make sure that all the water I'm applying to my hair is of the filtered type. Anywho, just went on a little tangent there, just trying to give some help and techniques. I make and sell products, but really, products are not magical. They can be very helpful once you find out the right ones, but at the end of the day, it really is about your consistency and your hair care routine, and just your overall general care of your hair, your processes that you use. All of that really just matters the most. It really does. And then of course your products are kind of second to that, making sure that you're incorporating the products that work the best for your hair type during that consistent routine that you want to keep. I offer a hair journal planner. It's digital. I'll put a link for it in the description below, but it helps stay on track or start a hair journey. It's just going to help you out with those kind of things if you're struggling or would just like to take it to the next level. Also put a link below for the hair oils that are not in testing phase. I have several fragrances that are available you can check out if you're interested. Don't you let me twist your arm, okay? I have to finish both sections. And got them up in a Bantu knot, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Here we are, all done. So now I'm just going to take this clear plastic foldable cap and put it on top of my head, and then I'm going to follow up with my bonnet. Finally, I'm going to go in with my oversized scarf. I put all this stuff on top of my head because I feel like it helps to insulate and trap in all the wonderful goodness, heat it up, make it do its thing even better. And also keeps me from getting oil all over my clothes and bedding. Alright, here we are. I'm all ready to go to sleep now. So, I done got all that done, and I'm going to see you in the morning. Okay, so it's the next morning. I'm surprised I didn't sleep this scarf every which way and off my head because I'm pretty bad about that. I'm just going to go ahead now and take everything off. I like to save the shower cap for when I deep condition when I shower. When I deep condition in the shower later, because I put the same oil on top of that. And now to take the band 2 knots down, I just twist in the opposite direction, and they pretty much just come right out. So it was nice to get back to the OG hot oil treatment that I did warm up, and forgot to mention that in the beginning. But to warm it up, I just put the whole entire bottle in a sink full of steaming hot water, and I leave it for about 15 minutes, and it's usually good to go. You don't really want you really don't want the oil to actually be hot. You don't want to burn yourself, but you want it very warm, nicely warm. But I also really enjoy when I do my hot oil treatment, the nice scalp massage that I give myself. I do not do the scalp massage when I am pre-pooing with conditioners. Conditioners are not really made for your scalp and to be massaged into your scalp, so I don't do that. I get the hair pretty much really close to the root, but I am not actually putting conditioner on my scalp and massaging it in. I'm only doing that with the oil, and it's still really only temporary because I leave it overnight, but then I'm washing it all out. And the times when you see me washing my hair and I do 2 washes, it's always after an oil treatment because I want to make sure I get it all out. When I do a pre-poo with the other products, I don't really find washing it twice as necessary for me. I know people are gonna come for me because definitely supposed to do 2 washes or whatever it is. But I just do one and it usually works out fine. Anywho, so I done took this all down and here we are. And I'm satisfied. I got it done. I like doing the variety of pre-poos, so it's nice to get this back in because it's only been about a month, or it's been about a month since I've done one. So that's all I've got for this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you next time.